Hey there YouTube, we're back with another video. Tonight we're going to be staining and polyurethaning at the same time the Hawken rifle stock. We put up a community post and I asked you guys to kind of vote on what you thought would be a good color. Well, I'm not sure how much of y'all can actually see that, but the Red Devil polyurethane varnish stain got 64% of the vote. And then, everything else got, well, the gun stock got 18%. Yes, Minwax Espresso got 9%. And the True Oil finish got 9%. Those colors, the reason I chose those colors, it's just what I happen to have on hand. I bought the gun stock especially for this, and well, quite frankly, I wasn't that pleased with it. But I mean, I could have lived with it if I. But anyway, it is what it is. The Red Devil stuff actually says on the can Red Devil polyurethane varnish stain and high gloss. Now, previously, before when I mentioned this stuff, I didn't know that this stuff actually had a name for the color of it. I don't know how much of that y'all gonna be able to see because it's so messed up, but right there it says Burma teak wood. Yeah, I don't know what's so special about teak wood from Burma, but whatever. I looked online. I previously was unaware that Red Devil is a privately owned American company. Good deal on that. Their website, I couldn't really find mention of this stuff. So I'm assuming that they don't sell it anymore. And doesn't seem to be a copyright date on it anywhere. What's that right there? Hang on a minute. Anyway, there's no copyright date on the can or any kind of information leading to a website or anything. So I'm thinking that stuff's from possibly the late 70s to early 90s. I'm just not sure. But either way, it seems like it's still good. And well, we're going to use it. All right, so let's get started. YouTube, if y'all are wondering what the napkins are for, it's so when it's time to do this side, I can kind of lay it down, and it keeps the side that we stained from touching this wood and getting kind of messed up. That's all that's for. Okay, let's see how bad we can mess this up. This is one of these 2-inch brushes. I just thought that maybe a 2-inch brush would hold too much of this stuff and I'd have runs everywhere. So I just took a pair of scissors and cut it down. And as you can see, I didn't cut it very straight. Also, I clean these damn things out and reuse them even though they're disposable. When I'm done using them, I just go to dip them in gas and let them set overnight, and then they come out just as clean as they were when I bought them. But that happens. So you kind of gotta hold them right down here like this to keep them from coming apart. But it really has no, it doesn't have any bad effect on what you do. But we'll just start with just a very, very little bit. Well, that's definitely going to be brown. Yeah, I can see already that. I guess this color will be okay. I can see it's going to take more than one coat to get it all to look even. But YouTube, y'all are only going to see one coat because this stuff takes 4 to 5 hours to dry according to the can. So you guys are only going to see this one coat. Wondering if it might not have been better to spray this stuff to get it to turn out a little more even. While I like the color, I'm not so sure that I like the way it applies. You can see dark spots and light spots in it that don't actually seem to want to brush out when you smooth it all out. Yeah, I'm not so sure how well I like that. I'll probably give this stuff an hour or so to dry, and tack up a little bit, and then come back and put a second coat on it because I don't believe that I don't right now. I'm not believing that letting it fully dry and then recoating it is going to be the best idea. I can see why I didn't see. Also, see why I didn't see any mention of this on their website. It's not very good, apparently. We'll make it look as good as we can. Wondering why I'm working on this. I'm just trying to work it down to all where it's about even. YouTube. Let's see what we got here. This edge down so we don't wind up with a dried up spot there that's weird. Yeah, well, I guess with some effort you can make it all even the color up, or get it all an even to an even, I guess, tones. What the word I'm looking for? I tell you, it sure takes some effort to do it. I mean, the color's not bad at all. It's just getting it all where it doesn't look so uneven. That's the that's the issue that I'm taking with this. Oh shit. All right, YouTube. I'm gonna cut the camera because I don't want this thing to run out the 30 minutes that it allows me before it cuts off. But hold on, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. We're back. Sorry to have to leave y'all sleeping for so long, but it's trying to give that stain a little time on that. Give that stain on that Hawken rifle stock a little time to set up. Oh, now while y'all were sleeping, I walked off in my bedroom, so I wouldn't be disturbing y'all. Plus, your snoring got to be a bit much for me. But now that you're awake from the last time y'all saw this, that stopped to the time y'all seen it now. Does it look like it's darkened up some? I swear to me it looks like it darkened up. I mean, maybe it's my old eyes playing tricks on me. And also, I remembered that's an amazing feat on my part. I actually remembered something. The other night, the camera decided it was gonna cut off while I was doing the barrel for the Kentucky rifle, the blue one, and y'all didn't get to see it. So give me a second while I turn the light on over there where it's at, and y'all be able to see it. Okay, here she is, YouTube. You can't really see any of the rust spots on it anymore. That you can see where they were at. Well, in person you can, but they're not rusty anymore. But At some point, I may go ahead and remove all this bluing and try to polish this barrel, polish these rust spots, or where the rust spots were at, out of it. But for now, it's good enough, and we're gonna leave it be. But you remember the rust in the barrel? How I used my vinegar treatment on it? Let's see. YouTube, you've got a gun right in your face. Yeah, well, it's too dark, but the rust is gone out of it too. So anyway, yeah. And just for my own sick and demented pleasure, I brought out the Kentucky rifle just to show it off. I was looking that gun over the years since I've done this gun. The polyurethane is not as glossy as it was. I'm not entirely sure that I have a problem with that. Because hunting, you don't really want something real shiny like this was. Yeah, I was looking it over. Apparently, at some point, right there, it had gotten a speck of rust on it, and I must have removed it somehow. I don't remember what I did. In fact, I don't even remember that being there, but I can tell there was a rust spot there, but it's literally the only one on the gun. And I got in a mood here the other day, and I'm not really sure what possessed me to do it. I started watching other people putting these things together, rewatched some of the older videos. Sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. I know that was rude, but I had to sneeze. I noticed something. Remember, I told you before that I went hunting with this thing, and I shot at 2 deer and missed 2 deer. Well, it may have had something to do with the fact that I think I actually had the sight on back. Well, by the way, it's always been loose. I've been saying I was going to take a punch and try to tighten it up a little bit, but I had the sight mounted like that on the gun, which I saw in somebody else's video that he had it mounted with the square side facing the other set of sights. And yeah, I think that's why I missed, because I just had the sights on backwards and was too ignorant of these things to know it. The other thing, if you remember in the video where I was shooting this, I had to use pliers to pull the ramrod out. I knew I had the ramrod spring in when that happened, but I did take it apart and correct it, so now you can pull the ramrod out. Excuse me. And put it all the way back in like it's supposed to be. So, anyway, that's it for this. I believe I looked at a video where I first was putting this thing together, and it was posted 3 years ago. So, yeah, it still looks as good as it did 3 years ago. I do take on occasion and take this thing off the shelf and, wipe it down with off the shelf. Off the gun rack in there where y'all seen it hanging before. The gun rack that I built, by the way. I do take it off, take it down, and occasionally wipe it down with oil. pet it and stroke it, love on it, because, well, you always love. No, no, I'm not going to say that. No, no. That might be going a little too far for you too. Hell, I'm going to say, you always love your first. Yeah, okay, well, that's going to probably more than likely, most likely, yep, get this channel kicked right off YouTube. No, but seriously, this one turned out so good that, you know, I actually thought about trading this guy in for something else, but nah, that ain't happening. I put this thing together after years and years of wanting a muzzle loader. It's gonna stay with me a while longer. Alright, you two, let me go put this puppy away and then we'll get back on this. I swear I think that stuff darkened up. Okay, YouTube, let's do the other side of this thing. Well, I guess y'all gonna get to see me cut one of these down. I go a little bit smaller with this one than I did with the first one, but yeah, it's not possible with this because it would not stay on that part. Okay. Well, we'll just pump all this to the side. Now this stuff's not completely dry, and I am going to have to cut the camera on this other side because we're getting close to 30 minutes, and I don't want the camera to cut off again. So that stuff's not terribly wet anymore though, so that's good. All right. We'll let y'all see me put a little bit of it on before I cut the camera. And don't go, when I put y'all to sleep this time, YouTube, try not to snore. Y'all don't realize how bad your snoring is. It's enough to wake the dead. Boy, that that ugly old tiger stripe is kind of showing from in this and on this side. I might be in the minority here at YouTube, but I never cared that much for this tiger striping. Which y'all may not be able to see it from y'all's angle. Which, in my mind, you ain't missing nothing. Shit. Yeah, I might have cut that one just a wee bit too narrow. Okay, YouTube, I gotta cut the camera or we're gonna run out of time. Okay there, YouTube, that side's stained up. We'll just have to see if it darkens up like the other side did. But we're about out of time. For some reason this phone limits me to 30 minutes, but when y'all see this gun again, it'll be completely finished and reassembled. Thank y'all for watching, and I would appreciate it if y'all would take the time to like this video, comment, uh, and share it with your friends. Sorry, I'm getting tired, YouTube. It is 1:59 a.m. in the morning, and I wanted to be in bed. I should have been in bed about 3 hours ago. But anyway, good night, YouTube, and we'll see y'all in the next few days when this thing is finished. Good night, YouTube.